Okay, so unit 2.2 is, this is wrong. It's cardinal numbers 16 to 19. Cardinal. I'm so glad this is on film. Okay, so cardinal numbers 16 through 19. Now we already know 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? Or as the video points out, 6, 7, 8, 9. See that sometimes, you won't see it consistently, but it's a good habit to get into. So I will post the video here. 6, 7, 8, 9. What we're going to do is we're just going to take these same numbers and add 10 to them. It's an old-fashioned way of doing it, and at the end of this unit, you'll see a short video that shows the variations that can be done with this. But the easiest way to think of it is 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. So 10, and rather than twist it like that repeatedly, we're going to go from palm back, so back of the hand forward. So we're going to turn from 10 into 6. It's weird to get used to. Boom. 7, 17, 18, 18, and 19. 19. Okay. So 16, 17, 18, 19. It literally is starting with a 10 and then going to 6. 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. You're going to have to program yourself to get that. You don't want to do 10, 6, 10, 7, even though that's probably what you're going to do to start with. You want to start thinking, okay, I'm going to touch my thumb to my pinky. Boom. I'm going to touch my thumb to my ring finger, thumb to my middle finger, thumb to index. So you're starting to think about how signs are going to have to move. And it's okay if your fingers don't extend. Stretching is always a good idea. If you find, I know the letter Y, some people they can't get a big spread, so it's sometimes helpful to stretch. I remember when I was learning, I started stretching those tendons because I knew it was going to be important for interpreting. Good video. Again, the textbook shows you some good examples and things not to do, cautions. A couple of simple mathematical terms that are useful at this point to play with. We've got plus, the vampire comes up, or minus, negative. And this is not like 4 plus 5 equals 6. 9. Handshake. This is the symbol itself. It can be think positive. He's so negative. So it's the symbol. If we're talking about add and subtract, that's different. Add, say I've got the number here, and I add something to it. So here's the 4. I add the 5, and I get the 9. 4, 5, add 9. Subtract, you like scrape off something. So add, subtract, and then 0 or none, we get 2 zeros. Okay. So here's where I would do a little bit of practice. How many of this, how many of that, and then just give a number. We've now got all the way up to 19, so we can play around with that. How many pets do you have? How many, I don't know. How many colonies were there? Okay. I'm getting silly. I very much apologize. Okay, so if we were to do this seems very small. I wonder if I can make that bigger. Boom, 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 boom. That's better. Okay, so basic math. If I've got 19 and 5, 19 and 5, a nice way of thinking about it is have, and we're not putting this in the vocab yet, but have. So it's like I have that, have 19, right? And I add 5, and then equals. equals. They're equal, right? So even, fair. So I could. So eyebrows down. Or so I should probably add that in here. Let me add Bush have 19 subtract 5. And then I can do this. Boom. Have 19 add. Let's give it a different color, just because we can. Boom. Red. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Okay. So have 19 and 5 equal what? Do I need to add the equal? Yes, I suppose I do. Equal what? Equal what? List in the. There we go. Okay. So we're not concerned about the math itself. We just want you to start playing around with those numbers. This is all the vocab we really have to worry about for this. So how many? And I put have in. Add, subtract. We're not going to worry about multiplication and division. 16, 17, 18, and 19. Age is probably a good thing if you can think about something that happened in each of those 4 ages, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I say, 16, I drove. 17, first kiss. 18, first heartbreak. I don't know. He's going to sign through in this video all of those numbers. Just try to beat him to it. Try to see if you can do it faster, or just anticipate what he's doing. You'll notice that as you get more and more used to these, you're going to have to spend less and less time thinking about those signs. So let me plug in this fan because my housemates are making lots of noise. All right, there we go. Okay. So then there are follow-up activities. They're the homeworks from the book, but I'm not collecting homeworks and doing that. But there's a circle the number, a bunch of sets of numbers, and he's going to sign numbers. Hopefully those are big enough for you to see. If not, I think you can, I'll include the worksheet. So if you want to full screen his video, you can do that. And then another one, write the number that he signs. And this time he's going to do everything from 1 to 19. So everything is included in there. So keep your eye out. And then the 2 variations are in here. I don't want to do them right now. I want you to sort of get used to 16 through 19 before you see them. You may have already seen them at times. I learned one way as the predominant way and had to sort of backtrack to learn the more classic way. 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think this is more clear, especially if you're doing presentational stuff. That's definitely more clear. When I'm performing on stage, I always use the old style because it's more clear. So here's 2 variations, and then I included all of the videos on the DVD. So cool. Chapter 2 is really short. It's just 16 through 19, and playing around with those. Awesome. Cool.